Meat City, baby.
Hello and welcome back to Meat City Gaming. JD here with another Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes video, and today we're covering the Smuggler's Run, the new resource event added to the game fairly recently. This allows you to use your smugglers in an event to earn new mod slicing materials, which are very important if you're trying to compete at the top levels in the game. Whether it's in the Sith Raid or Territory Wars or in the arena, you really need to have your mod game on point so you can earn those precious slicing materials in this event. And the more rare resources are only available in this top tier, the Deadly Gear 12 tier. And it's tough. And one of the challenges is that the smugglers don't have a lot of synergy. There aren't characters here that are super powerful or super good unless you're running a whole like prepared team from the Solo movie, but they haven't really been out long enough for that to be viable for a lot of people. So instead you're left with the Veteran Smugglers, Raid Han, who is very good, Nest, who is very good, also a fairly recent addition to the game, but useful in a lot of areas, so she's good. I have her geared. And then the Legendary Chewbacca, who was recently added. If you were lucky enough to get him, you can use him in this event too. So what we're going to try to do first is use Kira lead, because she's the only smuggler I have with a leadership ability. So she's terrible. She's level 1, gear 1. She's not going to survive, but she'll at least give the benefit of her leadership to the rest of the team. So we're going to try that first, and then we'll see how that goes. And then what I'm going to do is put my Veteran Han Solo in to see if he does any better, because one of the things that's happening here is Chewbacca guards the weakest character, and of course that's going to be Kira when she's in, and I lose her so fast that I don't really get the chance to use her and get those extra assists from Chewbacca, which are pretty important. So what we're going to do is see if that matters. Can we get through it with Raid Han, Legendary Chewbacca, and Nest carrying the team, or will we be better off throwing in Veteran Smuggler Han, and losing the synergy, the leadership, and just running at it with our strongest character? So we'll see how that goes. Right now we're just working through the first wave. It's not too bad. Let's see if we can go for a stun here, prevent a heal. And the Chewbacca assist is enough to take that out. Actually, with another assist, we should be able to take out the range trooper. We do. Let's get rid of shore trooper. And now it's just the scout trooper left. And we're going to save our stuns and save our specials here for wave 2, where we face off against General Veers and some more troopers. And we do lose Nest there, or Kira there, to the AoE, which is expected. Let's see. I think range trooper is the target that we should prioritize first. We will try to get a stun here on Veers. That worked. And so if we use the bowcaster here, we'll get pulverized back. Let's do that. And I think we're going to save the AoE daze. I want to make sure I have that ready for the final wave. But the Dispel on Nest's basic is very good. Okay, we're down to just 3 characters. These are the 3 characters we knew we were going to have at the end. They are the only ones that are respectably geared here. Can we get a stun? No. This should be enough to finish off Veers, and it is. Let's get rid of Magma Trooper next. We'll do a hit with the basic. Got an exposed there, but he gets it off before we're able to capitalize. And there we go. Now we have a Stormtrooper and Scout Trooper. Let's go for Scout, see if Stormtrooper puts up a taunt. He doesn't. So we should be able to burn down the Scout Trooper. And again, we're going to save those stuns here for the next wave. We're going to save Pulverize, and we're just going to try and get through this with basic attacks. And maybe 2 more should do it here. We get the Expose, and down we go. Okay, third wave, Director Krennic, 2 Death Troopers, 2 Shore Troopers. They start with a lot of turn meter, and man, they are able to just burn through Chewbacca before I get a single turn. That is brutal. Now Han finally gets his first turn, and it's not really enough to do anything to stop this train. We have a taunt in the way. We'll dispel it, but it's probably going to be too little too late. Unless Nest, yep, there goes Han. Death Mark from the Death Troopers, just too powerful here. And the team's not good enough. Okay, so I've tried this a couple of times, and I've not had success yet. So what we're going to do is drop Kira, and we will put in Han. It doesn't matter. None of these guys have a leadership. and we'll see if that makes it any better. Now, Veteran Han is the second guarded character. So we're going to go for Shore Trooper first. Let's get the days going. Let's get the critical chance up. And every time one of the Hans fires, they're going to get an assist from Legendary Chewbacca, and that's going to remove 20% of the max health of the target. So every time one of them goes, it's going to be a big chunk of health coming off the enemy there. And we're not going to waste this stun. We'll save that for the second wave here. I think we're in good shape. Last character. Everybody's doing pretty well. Veteran Smuggler Chewbacca's protection is gone, so we might lose him here pretty early. But we'll see if we can survive it to at least the third wave and soak up some fire. Alright, Veers is stunned. We're stuck behind a taunt. Let's dispel. And everybody has protection, so we're not going to use the bowcaster. I think this is a stun. Let's try and stun Range Trooper. We don't get it. Try again. Let's just give the buff, and this should eliminate it based on the assist. There we go. Counterattack is good. Let's see if we can get rid of General Veers. We get the expose. That should be enough. It is. And now we got what? Magma Trooper. Let's see if we can get him before he gets an AoE out here. Okay. And now it's just Stormtrooper. We're going to use basics. Save our specials here for the final wave. And we've almost lost Veteran Smuggler Chewbacca. But everybody else is in pretty good shape. And we come into this wave. Man, look at that turn meter on the enemy team. They start at 100% turn meter. That is rough. But we're getting some counterattacks. Okay, we survive. We can stun one of the Death Troopers. Let's do that. And now we're stuck behind the taunt. Let's go for a stun. And let's try to get the... Do we go for the daze or do we go for the dispel? I'm going to try the dispel. We need to get around that taunt so we can go after the Death Troopers. I think that's more important right now. We lose Nest in a single strike. Wow. Let's do Pulverize. Need some counterattacks here from Han. Not getting it. Which is more... Okay, so the first one is stunned. Let's see if we can get lucky here with a lot of damage. Not quite enough. We should get an assist here, and that should be enough to take out Death Trooper. Good. And this should recharge Pulverize. This is going to be close. We're able to get the stun. Han hangs in there. We don't need both attacks. Let's give the buff. Gets the assist. It's going to be close. And let's see. We can try to stun here Krennic. I think he might be immune, but we have enough damage to get through. And now it's just two taunting tanks. And they should not have enough damage to take this team down. So, let's do a Pulverize. And a basic. And the other tank goes up, but we can use the bowcaster. That'll recharge Pulverize because there was no protection. Let's go for... let's do the stun. Not quite enough. We'll do the buff. The assist should be enough to take out Shore Trooper. And we are all set here. We're going to complete this. So it looks like much more effective to go at this without a super weak Kira. The lead does not make up for it if you've got a Gear 8 Veteran Smuggler Han. It just looks like it's better to have your weakest character still be competent, still be able to hang around for that third wave because of all those assists that you're going to generate from Chewbacca. So the lesson that I'm taking away from this is make your weakest character as strong as possible because having those assists available from the Legendary Chewbacca is really important to getting this done. So we're going to take a look at all of those rewards, a ton of mods. Looking for speed secondaries on these, striking out. There we go, speed primary on the arrow. That's going to go definitely on somebody. And nothing else but 300k in terms of credits and a good haul in terms of the slicing mod. So that's going to wrap this up. I did a number of runs, that you're not going to see, I don't think are worth putting in the video, where I did run the Cure lead and it just wasn't working. I didn't quite have enough. I think of the 5 or 6 runs that I tried, one time I had it set up where I would have won if I had chosen to do so, but then after setting up the recording and running through it a bunch more times, just never had any luck. So better to go with your strongest team possible, make your weakest character as strong as possible, and let Legendary Chewbacca carry your team through the new Smugglers Run event. Hopefully this video helped you guys out. If it did, feel free to let me know in the comments below. Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you next time.